Hello, welcome back guys. It's Alicia here from Campbell's Cottage. Today I'm going to be starting this video. It is going to go over a couple of days really. So I am trying for the first time to but I am going to attempt to do some sourdough starter. It's going to take 7 days for it to be okay. So this is day 1. So I'm going to bring you guys along and see how we go, and then we can start making sourdough stuff together. So what I've got is my jar. I've got one with a lid rather than, it didn't say you had to use a glass jar, it just said a container. Got my scales. I've got my flour, so I just went with, it did say if I'd had it to use wholemeal flour. I don't have that. I've got baker's flour, so I'm going to use that, which is 60 grams, and it's 60 grams of water as well. So, pop you there. Okay. Oh, right, jar, tear my stuff. Yeah, let's watch. Let's actually watch. Jar. Oops. Ooh. $56. That'll do. Alrighty, 60 grams of flour. Just stir it again. $60 grams, so it'll look something like this. And then I'm just going to turn it off. I need another hand. Nice and mixed up. Now it does say if it's like too thick you can add some more water, but that's looking alright, I think. So you see, quite stretchy as such. Looking okay. Alright. What I'm going to do with it now is I learnt this trick where if you put a lucky band on, I don't know if this is going to work, it's quite a little lucky band. Where's my lid? Put a lucky band onto about where it is. If you had a thick one, works better. So then that way I'll be able to tell if it's risen or not. Now, put it in a warm spot. Here we obviously are still middle of summer, so it's still quite hot. So I'm just going to leave this on my kitchen bench. Otherwise, if you're in a cooler area, it did say you could pop it in your oven, not on, but with the light on, was an idea. Or if we've got an exhaust fan that's a light, you can put it under there. I'm not going to do any of that because I really don't need to. So yeah, that's it. This is day 1 of a starter. Simple as that. Some, which I kept thinking there had to be like a starter ingredient, but no, it is as simple as just flour and water. So to recap, 60 grams of water, 60 grams of, if you've got a wholemeal flour, if you don't, then normal white flour is okay, like unbleached. I'm using baker's flour, so that's fine. There was commentary around organic flour, just because it's got different components make it up. They didn't say it was bad, but they just weren't guaranteed that it would work that well. So, alrighty, let's see how tomorrow goes. Alrighty guys, day 2, a quick check-in. So we have Lucky Band still on. It's not risen heaps. I don't know if you can see, but we do have, you can get in there, some bubbles have started to form. So day 2 is not too exciting. Literally all it is, check it, see if we've got some bubbles, which yep, we've got a couple. And that's it for today. So day 2 is pretty simple, easy done. Tomorrow is when the work begins. So do we say hi? Day 3? Yeah. Day 3 of the sourdough. Let's have a look at how it is going. So it's nice and bubbly. It did actually rise right up and it's come back down, but it was quite hot. So what we have to do today is discard half of it, and we start feeding from today through till day 7. So I'm gonna pop you in your little spot. Okay, so I'm just gonna discard half of it, one-handed. Let's see how we go. It is, so it will be a little bit like there's stringy bits and quite watery. Doesn't smell the best either, which is very common, it says, so that'll be okay. Right. Feeding it. To feed it is purely, if you used wholemeal the first time, use like normal white this time. But remember, not bleached. I'm going to use the exact same measurements as last time, so 60 grams of flour, 60 grams of water. You helping? Hey, are you helping? And then I pre-did my water. Hopefully it's enough. Oh, yep. And mix him up. What do you think? Is that better? Yeah? Are you ready for some sourdough bread? Well, that's it for day 3, guys. I'm just going to mix that in properly. Pop my Lucky Band back around at the new level. Should double again like it did the last time. Go bubbly again, might even separate again. And then I'll see you tomorrow because we feed him again. today should be, from memory, I think day 5 or 6. I'm not too sure. Now, reason I'm not too sure is because in Alicia fashion, we went away for 2 days. So I kind of was like, do I just scrap this whole thing and start again? But I'm going to bear with it, and we're going to see if we can revive it, you know, halfway through the starting process. So this is our starter at the moment. It's separated. That's apparently pretty common. It means it needs to be fed. And obviously I did mess it up a little bit because I got my measurements wrong. So I've made sure I've got the correct ones today. We're going to start, we're not starting again, we're just going to try and revive it and see if we can finish this process. Yeah, first day it was doing what it needed to. It was bubbling, it looked really good, and then it just seemed to, every day since then, kind of fall a bit flat. So I'm hoping, I think it was because the first day it was really hot. Like, it was really hot inside, because I have a brick house, so it does tend to stay quite cool. Anyway, so today I'm gonna mix them all up. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do. That's what I'm gonna do. Take out half of it and revive it. I have been leaving mine just on a countertop because it is summer. I thought that would be good enough, and the first day it did do quite well. But like I've just said, we don't seem to be doing as well. Whether that's because I did mess the measurements up, double the amount of water. So it was very runny, so I had to counteract it, and I made a lot. So obviously I started with 60 grams, 60 grams. When you're measuring it in cups, it's actually half a cup of flour to a quarter cup of water. Don't mind this situation. I had a couple of ants in my microwave, so I've pulled it down to make sure I can get them all out and find where they're coming from. Making a good old mess here. Mix them all up. I'm here alone today, guys. I did some hair this morning, which is quite exciting. I had a client who we've been blonde for years and years and years, and then when I went on maternity leave, she obviously had to see, well, went on leave for a little bit while I have AC. She went to another salon and went copper, which is super exciting for her. But now she wants to, and we've done it a couple of times since she's been back with me, but now she wants to go back to being blonde. So we have started that transition today. And so Joseph's on holidays, and yeah, he took Macy out to go see his dad, so that's why he was ringing. They must be on their way back. So I had lots of time spare to spend with that lady doing her hair, and then edit some videos. Just moving my lucky band down, and that's it. Every time I tip it out, it is leaking down the jar. So I've taken the cloth off because I didn't know if that was one of the reasons it wasn't bubbling. So we'll keep him out, see how he goes, check in tomorrow. We're not planning to go away anytime soon for overnight. So let's see what day 6 or 7 brings. Technically day 7 is supposed to be done, but I'm pretty sure we'll have a couple more days because of going away and not feeding him. Alrighty, I will see you tomorrow. Alrighty guys, we are on day 9, I think it might be, and it is ready. So I fed, I think I'm going to call him Scotty the sourdough. I don't know, I need to come up with a name, so maybe you guys can help me name him. So far that's what I keep thinking. But I fed him this morning. He's not quite doubled in size, but he's definitely doing what he needs to be. So I think I'm gonna make some bread.